record, and we are live.
I had to leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. Leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. I had to come up on a check to get my mind right. Come up on a check to get my mind right. I had to leave that hoe alone to get my mind right.
Here we go. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday. I just realized I forgot to change my shirt.
Stuck with it now.
Taco Talk Tuesday, you guys. I was Jeffrey here tonight, guys. Go ahead. Let them know who we have on the panels. Darnell, go ahead.
Darnell Lamont Walker.
J. Marie.
Bobbyrayjr Jr.
All right, how was you guys' weekend?
Awesome. I did nothing.
You did nothing. That's the best weekend. We do
I
nothing.
know,
What
right?
did I do?
I
I never know what I did.
I was
Y'all-
sick, and every time I
You need
asked,
to
y'all
ask
really
me
be
first.
sitting here
I'm
like,
what the fuck?
Bobby, what'd you do?
I didn't do shit. I was sick. I had a lot of shit I was gonna write, but I was like, that was sick all weekend.
My weekend was chill. Luckily, I didn't have to kill nobody. So, you know, still here. All right, so let's grab shot glasses. Y'all know how we start the show
Busy.
every week. Clink.
I ain't drinking, so
Clink.
Oh,
That's,
somebody
that's
got to do
right.
mine.
Darnell's on detox.
Call it STD. I'm bullshitting. They ain't catch no STD. But that's
Do me a favor.
but in LA, if somebody tell you they can't drink for a week, it's usually
Right.
because they got an STD.
Right. So,
Really,
y'all-
who am I?
do me a favor. Everybody
ahead.
shift
Sit
down to the right a little
I
bit.
Shift
guess.
down.
Because I feel like I'm getting cut out of
Oh,
the front.
I do this.
All right. So,
Go ahead.
you going to do it? Come on. Chug a lug. Chug a lug. There we go. All right. So we finna jump right into hot topics, you guys. First up, Martise Johnson arrested. UVA exposes microaggressions Black students face at universities. You guys know that Martise on St. Patrick's Day, which was last Tuesday, he was brutally beaten. He was trying to get into a local club with a fake ID, I believe. The pictures, they've been all over
Real
the
ID.
internet.
Real ID.
It wasn't really. The pictures, they are all over the internet. You know, it was the Department of Alcohol Beverage Control agents. They flung him to the ground after he was turned away from the local pub. And the department's troubles may go beyond racial prejudice. So the incident prompted an outcry from the student body, many of whom asserted that racial profiling was at play during Johnson's arrest. Now, Martin T. Lamont, he's at the university. He says, while we may not know the specifics in the case, we do know this is a continued pattern all over the country. So what do you guys think about the whole Martise situation?
Go to a HBCU.
Bam.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
next. No,
I'm just saying. I just think it's
Oh,
gonna but that continue to happen.
uh,
happened to me at HBCU.
For
though.
real?
That happened
With
to me
black
at
cops
Cook-
or what?
By police officers.
Black?
White.
Oh, see.
Happened to me by police officers at the HBCU, so that can't be the argument. But being from Charlottesville, and being close to Martise, who was a mentee of mine at University of Virginia. I was his advisor for a while. He's an upstanding guy, and it's one of those situations that I feel like I wrote about this a couple weeks ago when I was talking about who does this have to happen to for people to finally pay attention. And it's finally happened to that person, that guy who they can't say, oh, he was a bad guy. He was caught smoking weed. He has criminal
old
charges.
pictures and
Right. This is a guy
Right.
who it's like upstanding guy,
Model
and it's
citizen.
like this is exactly who this had to happen to. But the problem is, it happens all the time in Charlottesville, and everybody else that it's happened to couldn't get the exposure because they would start pulling shit out like that. Like,
Right.
he was smoking weed. And some of these people that it happened to actually feel like the cops were justified in doing what they did to me.
They feel like they were?
Like some of the victims feel this way. And so it's finally, I'm glad it finally happened to someone who I'm hoping that, been talking with the fraternity, because he's also a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. So been talking with the chapter and talking with different activists in Charlottesville, trying to figure out, okay, now that this platform is here, how can we expose all of Charlottesville for everything they've done to every black person in the town, and even going further beyond Charlottesville. So I think it's an issue that's going to bring a lot of light to just corruption overall, and I'm glad it's finally happened to someone who they can't discredit and break his character down.
Right.
That shit fucked up. Either way you look at it, man.
Yeah.
It's sad that it just, I don't know, man. It like just makes you mad, though. It just keeps happening.
Pisses me off, yeah.
In
Yeah.
2015.
It's happened to me. It's happened to me. It hasn't happened to this extent in Charlottesville, but it's happened. Like, the police in Charlottesville are bullshit. But it's I told my homeboy the other day, it's not an HBCU versus PWI issue at this point, because it happened to me in Daytona Beach at Bethune-Cookman College in 2005 by Officer Dan Santiago. So
Did they try to say he got aggressive or something? They just
No, they
What's
What's
just,
that? He shouted out racial slurs or something, y'all. Something
Yeah,
about.
he shouted out, "You fucking racist."
Yeah,
that's
something
what he
like
shouted out. He's being.
But even with that, like that justifies beating him.
Not
Like
at all.
that. That don't-
Nothing-
Nothing justifies
nothing
that.
justifies beating
Yeah.
unless he put his hands on the police officer.
Right, right.
And sticking with that, Bobby, it's interesting when we first started, you said transfer to an HBCU. So Taraji P. Henson, she's making headlines because her son was, I guess, attending USC here in California, and she's transferring to Howard University. She
Woo
says,
woo, Howard, ain't you?
she says, my child has been racially profiled. He was in Glendale, California, and did exactly everything the cops told him to do, including letting them illegally search his car. It was bogus because they didn't give him the ticket for what he was pulled over for. Then she said, then he's at USC, the school that I was going to transfer him to, when police stopped him for having his hands in his pockets. So I guess where is he going? Howard University. I'm not paying $50,000, so I can't sleep at night wondering, is this the night my son is getting racially profiled on campus?
DC is no better. See, this is not an. It's
You have
not an
sour
issue
cream
of the
all in your
school.
cheek.
Where you go?
Yeah.
It's
All
just,
Fucked up right here.
it's issue of
right.
being black.
That's dumb. Like, right? That's dumb of her to think that it's going to change because it's a Howard. I went to Howard. Jeff went to Howard. You went to Howard as well. I heard you get like you. First of all, I get a police report every day from Howard Police saying somebody got robbed, stabbed, shot, kidnapped. Every day. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be any different. You're a black man in America. It's going to happen to you anywhere you go.
Yeah, they have racial problems though in Howard, or is it just black on black?
I mean, the
kinda?
police in DC, well, most of the police in DC are black men. So,
Right.
so
That's true.
that may change a few things, but you still got all of Maryland. You still got all of Virginia, and you're still a black man in America.
That's
And
fine.
so it might not be the police. It might be the bar owner, or remember that guy, the guy that got smart with you at fucking Bus Boys and Poets.
Oh,
The waiter.
yeah.
The waiter, like.
That's what I was gonna say though. You can't
It's
escape
issues.
it just because you take him out of LA or USC wherever. You cannot
Racism
escape
is not.
it
Right.
everywhere.
Racism is not exclusive to police officers.
No, it's not.
Right.
Definitely.
Nor to where you are, regions,
Right.
cities, anything like that. So you have to confront the problem, not just
Right.
You can't just
go
run.
elsewhere.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it would have been better if he just stayed though, and like went through the process of trying to.
But
I mean,
for her, she said, I mean, I'm not paying $50,000. Wondering with everything that has gone on in between what just happened with Martise, with Darren Wilson, you know, everything. She's like, I'm not gonna go just wondering if my child is gonna be, you know, racially profiled or worse.
But tell me this: do you feel like if you had a kid in that situation, would it be kind of like a discredit to not a discredit, but like taking it, you know what I'm saying, like not letting the kid experience real world? Like, do you feel like you know what I mean, like let him experience that to see what it's really like instead of just taking him out and sheltering him away from it? But you still gonna see racism, so
Right.
taking
That's
him
what
out
I'm
of
saying.
it.
Like,
I don't
like
think
her
that-
reasons for taking him out are dumb.
Yeah.
Right, I don't think that if that was just an isolated incident, if there hasn't been, you know, constant things that he's dealt with there, I don't think that's just one reason to take him and move him.
Right.
I mean, I'm all for going to HU. I'm HU all
I
day.
mean, I'm all for HBCU.
But
period.
Me too,
But,
me too.
yeah, but
I mean, hell, even a couple of years ago, we were pulled out of a house by USC and sat on the porch by some police officers.
Oh, yeah.
Remember them? Me and Jeff, yeah. So
So it's everywhere. It doesn't
That's
matter.
shit crazy.
it's everywhere.
And then, so we're staying with, so Will Ferrell, formerly a fraternity member of Delta Tau Delta, he wants to ban college Greek life after University of Oklahoma's racist chant.
Stupid.
He said the incident in Oklahoma, that is a real argument for getting rid of the system altogether. In my opinion, even having been through a fraternity, because you break it down, it really is about creating cliques and clubs and being exclusionary.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I agree. What do y'all
Banning-
think?
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree,
all
though.
for cliques and clubs. And being
Oh, okay.
exclusive.
I'm saying. Okay, wait. I'm
No,
like,
listen,
banning
let's stop that.
organizations?
No, I love my organization, and
Yeah.
I wish we would continue if we can get some members that I could approve of. But overall, I think that's dumb.
Very.
Of course, you're Of course, we're exclusive, and we're about making clicks and.
and there's country clubs that are exclusive. There's 1,000 other things
Right,
that
what
are
you gonna,
exclusive.
right?
Like,
Where's the line? Right,
right.
I think
As a-
everybody does it, especially in any organization when you're in college, whether you're a dance team or shit,
Yeah.
even the debate team. If you're not smart enough, they don't want you. It's some type of a clique.
Yeah, some
Like,
type of
Right.
clique, yeah.
And I know he goes
kinda-
further in the article and he talks about like basically if it's definitely based on service and what it really stands for, then he's all for it. But it seems like it's kind of gone down this other lane.
But
where
then
it's
What is
all
it really
about-
based on? Do y'all feel like
also-
it's really based on what
You
she just
know-
said?
I don't know, because I feel like, I mean, I don't know anything about his fraternity that he was a part of, but I think that, you know, the Greek letter organizations, we teach our organizations it's a lifetime commitment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something instilled in us as we go through that pledge process. And I can't say, I don't feel as though other, and when I say other, I guess I say white, you know, sororities and fraternities really
Race? No.
have that. To them, it's something that they do in college. It's something that's about money and, you know, they
But
give
they
money
do,
to
Right.
it.
they do give back. They still give back as alumni, but it's not a lifelong thing.
You're saying black?
No, white.
Practice? Oh, right. Okay.
White organizations, they still give
White,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, here's a $2,000 check, or here's a $200,000 check. Build an extra wing on the house if you need to.
Right.
Right,
But,
but, it was,
they're not. There's no connection.
Yeah.
it was interesting when I read the article that I read on him. It was saying that it listed him as a former member, and
Yes,
I'm like, what is
it was
former
so
member?
was that-
about?
right, exactly.
Yeah.
I saw
See,
that too.
As a non-Greek though, like I would say, I think it's stupid too. Just what he's saying because I don't know. Like I didn't join anything just because I didn't think I would have done it for the right reasons. Like I don't know. I was just I don't know. I wasn't made for it, I guess. But I don't know. Next topic. I'm just rambling.
I just wanted to say something. All right, so it's so much. I don't know. It feels like so much with just race going on. So our next topic is the headline reads: "The new black." In parentheses, the new black mentality is causing more harm than good. So please, black celebrities, do better. So we have some celebrities that were listed with their statements. Last year, Pharrell did an interview with Oprah in which he declared he's a proud member of the new black. And for him, he said, new black people do not blame other people for their problems. Instead, they assert themselves in society and probably chase that good old American dream. Last year, Raven-Symoné, she demanded that she has not been seen as African American, but rather just American. She also informed us of all of her interesting grade of hair, and she aimed to negate her blackness. And, you know, recently she defended the former Univision host that said Michelle Obama, she looked like she was cast in Planet 8. Common, he also informed us that black people can end hundreds of years of racism and systematic oppression by extending a hand of love to white people. And then Don Lemon was also pictured, but we know the problem with Don.
What do you
guys think
They
about
just
that?
included him like he belonged. Like, I
What are your thoughts
mean,
on it?
I mean, I'll say I don't agree, but I do think that we have a responsibility with it. Like, you can't like go like eye for eye every time something happens. Like, you have to expect and you have to act on real change, and you have to be like a real. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You just need. I don't know, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jamie. What are your thoughts on this?
I feel like anything that happens, we can't always revert to the race issue.
That's what I'm trying to say.
However, we can't deny that racism is still an issue.
True.
Like, it's
Right.
2015. I grew up in Oklahoma. Like, I dealt with racism growing up, and you can't tell me. I have a father that tells me stories. Like, we grew up Catholic. He went to his family. We were the first black family to integrate a Catholic school, and he was shot at. He was spit at. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is firsthand stuff. So you can't tell me that it's just, oh, there's no racism
Right.
like anymore.
I would like
That's
to
what I'm
know
saying.
who went to Common and said we'll give you a Grammy in exchange for you showing out the
I
black.
think Common was the most shocking. Well, Pharrell was shocking to me as well.
Pharrell
Common
didn't shock
was
me.
pretty much saying
Pharrell
that
didn't shock
if
me.
black people let it go, then that's the end of
Pharrell
racism.
said if we go over there and shuck and jive and put our hand out and apologize to these good white people, maybe they'll forgive us and maybe they'll like us a little bit more. That's exactly what I heard. when
I think
Common
we
said
can't
it.
be. I think we can't be. So I think we have to change like the narrative of what we say and the way we say it. Like, we can't just go in there whenever an injustice happens. We can't just go in there fist ball cursing at the cops, trying, because that's not going to change nothing. Like, we really got to do. It got to be. It got to be more. It can't just be.
And we have to be unified as a people.
Yeah,
we have
right. It
so
has to be
much
like a
going
message. It
Yeah,
should be a
we have
message,
so
like a
much going
unified-
on, and this person thinks that like
See,
we have to
everybody
be
in the part of my
unified.
tribe. Everybody in the part of my tribe. I will definitely kill some of see, all my skin folk ain't my kinfolk. But the issue is that I did have something to say.
You lost it.
Are you sure
did.
that it's
I
not
lost it.
alcohol?
No. So right. So the issue I think is that we forget about what really pushed forward the movement. Like,
It was a.
it wasn't this peaceful, nonviolent movement of us extending our hand to white people. It was these other people saying, "Oh my God, these Negroes about to rise up and with some power."
But it's through unity, though. But it's through unity.
We had to be
unity.
unified.
We had to. You had
They
to.
were afraid that we would be. Like, it wasn't that we were unified, because we ain't never been unified.
But it was better than what's today. Today is
the
just-
thought that they could, and they finally figured out a way to be organized.
They were organized.
These Negroes finally got a library card, and now they know exactly how to make things happen. All right, let's give them a seat in the front of the bus, and that'll be enough to hold them over for the next 40 years. And that's exactly what happened. We ain't moved.
We got complacent.
Oh, we clearly.
Yeah.
And we ain't moved an inch in the last 50 years, and black folks are like, oh. Now, we need to unify. No, we should have unified. Like the civil rights movement was a failure.
But
we should have kept that going, and we didn't because
that's what I'm saying. But to keep that going, you gotta get back organized.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You gotta get back organized.
People ain't trying to hear me when I say we need to kill these niggas. When I say we need to kill these niggas and push forward the movement.
No, you got to get back organized because. Like you can't just come in with everybody with all these different ideas and everybody chanting and
everybody wants
and
to be
shit.
chief.
You have to be. You got to get unified. You got to get a simple like goal and actions. It can't just be everybody yelling at the cops and think that's going to change something. And just because we change our avatar on Twitter and Facebook and black out on this certain day, that's not going to do shit. Or don't buy gas. Don't buy gas on this day. That's not going to do shit.
Black Friday.
I show up. I'm going to Charlotte.
But also, I feel like it's Bobby, you just said it. I feel like it's
person.
no direction. Kind of like last Christmas where they had the blackout on Black Friday or whatever. But what was the direction? Like, what are we supposed to do? Okay, we don't shop, but what are we doing?
I still bought my TV at 60 inch. I bought it.
Like, what are we doing? That's the thing.
We got to kill Bobby. Now I got to kill Bobby.
I still bought it.
Like, that's really my only problem. It's like, okay, we want to protest or stand, in this, but where's the direction? I feel like the direction is never given.
But we do have to police ourselves in our own communities and educate ourselves and raise kids to not be so disrespectful and raise them to have some awareness of where we come from, where we're trying to go. It can't just be kids out here running around gang back. This is stupidity. You know what I mean? Like, it got to be some kind of direction.
She fucked y'all up.
All right. Wow. So moving along. So I don't know if this has anything to erase. So Madonna, she recently sat down with Us Weekly. She did an interview, and one of the things she said, excuse me, is the person I most want to meet is President Obama. When the heck am I going to meet him? He just needs to invite me to the White House already. He probably thinks I'm too shocking to be there. I'm serious. If I was a little bit more demure, or if I was married to Jay-Z, hey, if Jay-Z would only take the time, it would take me as his second wife, then I'd score an invitation.
What does that mean? What is she talking about?
I don't see any racism, but I don't see why she would get an invite, even if she was a little bit more demure.
Like, who do you?
So I'm trying to understand. Like, well, I feel like it was a slight jab at Beyonce.
Right.
But then also, I'm kind of like, Madonna, like, who in your mind do you think you are? Like, that so President Obama needs to take time out of everything that he's doing so that his press secretary come to him and be like, so when are you going to schedule this meeting with Madonna?
Right.
Like, everything is going on.
Why do you want to meet with him? Do you want to meet with him to put some plans into action, to do something, to help something? Like what?
Right. She didn't say. You said maybe he'll listen.
I said maybe he'll listen to her because he ain't listen to us black folk.
What you mean listen to us?
I mean, don't get me started on the.
What you mean listen to us?
Stuff. He
I stay ready for.
What you mean listen to us? Explain yourself. We can switch tires.
Wait, you stay ready.
He only has so much power.
Okay.
He only has so much power.
What do you mean listen? But he can't do everything for black people. Just listen to black people.
Right.
What you mean listen to us?
It's not even about that. It's about.
What you mean, motherfucker?
Nah,
y'all get me into my conspiracy
theories. He's gonna kill all of us.
Right. Niggas.
Right.
What do y'all think about that though? The whole niggas thing. Like, I was so uncomfortable yesterday.
Wait, say that again.
What other thing?
Like niggas. Like, I was at work yesterday, and one of my colleagues, who is a singer or whatever, they did this whole rendition of A$AP Rocky's.
They black?
They're like, one was white, a couple were white, one was Asian, whatever. So they're doing this like singing rendition of A$AP Rocky. I love bad bitches. That's my, and they did singer. And so this dude, Asian dude, is like singing the rap lyrics, but he's like, doing all the N words and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm very uncomfortable, but at the same time, I'm just like. But we're putting that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not cool for him to do that.
But at the same time, it makes me question stuff because I'm just like, all these rappers, whatever, people, even in our households, I'll say.
And see, my thing is, sing it all you want to in your house. If you ain't never heard me use it, don't use it around me. I have whooped some white people's ass for using niggas around me in front of a police officer in Arlington, Virginia. at the 7-Eleven.
We need to like
we
just
beat
get
the
like a
shit out of that
map
white
and
boy.
put pins, or you've been racially profiled,
Yeah.
or have
Or we've been
attacked
arrested.
white
Right.
arrested.
That map is covered. Shit, I mean, but no, I can't because I can't handle racism. You know what I'm saying?
See, I can.
So I can't. So I would have whooped his ass at the job.
But
You just gotta laugh and ignore that shit.
See,
But it's
and
not
that's
racism
That's
to
the
them.
issue.
It's not
no,
racism.
Bobby, no.
I'm a new black person. Like
You know the new black people. You like Pharrell.
I'm like
He's
Pharrell
really
in
new-
comment.
he's part of the
I'm
new
new.
black
Well,
people.
okay, so Trinidad James was on CNN the other day. I don't know if y'all saw that. And he was talking about the word nigga. And he was like, you know, if I call you my nigga, you my nigga. I give you permission to use it. That's what he told the white guy. I'm sitting there like,
And that's the problem.
That's the
And
problem.
lot-
That is the
that's-
problem.
And that's why a lot of people think they
That's
can
why
use
they
it.
can use it.
That's
Yeah.
why they need to be
And they think it's
educated.
no problem.
But the
Especially
biggest consumer
the younger.
of hip hop music are these white kids.
Damn.
They are.
And you're putting it in the. I mean, I can't. I'm sorry, I,
I mean,
can't get mad at them.
Kanye promotes it. I mean, they all the rappers, they don't give a shit. They make
But
money
I'm like,
off
you
of
know,
it.
one
Man.
thing though. I mean, I'm not a stand for it, but Eminem, I can't specifically recall a time when Eminem.
He did.
He
called-
said it
remember,
once. He said his girl.
And then
his
he
ex
called
or
his
whatever.
girlfriend a nigga.
Oh, okay.
And it was a whole
was a big
controversy
thing,
about
yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
All right.
But never in his song.
So we just completely moved off Madonna. So
Yeah, I'm
go
sorry.
to the
My fault.
Madonna, you're not gonna beat Obama. Next topic. So you guys know Monet Davis.
Yes.
All right, so her name is Monet Ikea Davis.
know she is.
She's the American Little League baseball pitcher from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Ikea?
She is one of the two girls who played in the 2014 Little League World Series and is the first girl to earn a win. I'm sorry, the first girl to earn a win and to pitch a shutout to Little League World Series history. So she was recently in the news because she was tweeted. I'm sorry, a basketball player tweeted out they're going to make a Disney movie about her. I'm sorry, and he tweeted out Disney is making a movie about Monet Davis. What a joke! That slut got rocked by Nevada in the LLWS. So Monet, she recently went on.
Who said that?
Right.
College,
College
baseball
basketball
player.
What's his name?
Baseball player.
Stephen Curry. Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
No.
That's what she was shooting with. Castleberry. His last name is Castleberry.
He is a white dude.
I think-
He's a college baseball player.
Sorry, it's Castleberry. I'm
Well,
sorry.
fuck
The picture
that
is
nigga
Stephen
up.
Curry.
I hope she got that.
Monet-
I hope she got
But
that.
no, now this
Right,
is the thing.
I use nigga exclusively. I use
See,
nigga
that's what I'm talking
inclusively.
about. I'm
This
sorry.
is the thing though. So Monet,
That's
she
an ignorant-ass
recently
person.
sat down with ESPN and she did an interview where she pretty much forgave him for his comments. So we're gonna take a look at her interview.
I hate
She
taking
said-
this.
I mean, everyone makes mistakes, and everyone deserves a second chance. And I mean, it's not. I mean, I know he didn't mean it in that type of way, and I know a lot of people get tired of me, like, just seeing me on TV. But sometimes you just gotta, like, just think about what you're doing before you actually do it. And I know he didn't. I know right now he's really hurt, and I know how hard he worked just to get to where he is right now. And so, I mean, it was pretty hurt on my part, but I know he's hurt. He's hurt even more. I mean,
and you guys, I'm sorry, his name is Joey
So,
Castleberry.
okay,
That was
so-
his name. And he was then he was kicked off kicked off the team.
And he was having a hell of a
Everything.
season. But
Fuck him and his dreams.
yeah.
And then, so I almost said fuck her too.
And she's
Because I'm tired because she's young, but I'm tired of us having to always take the high road. Don't do that.
Clue, this girl.
Say
no,
what you
no.
mean. I mean, I understand.
This
the
girl's
position
like
to do.
13. She's 13 years old.
Yeah, what-
so
That's
cool,
clearly
but she got a
that
little
was
man-
not
she got a
her.
little
She
man
was
every-
fed. No,
That
sure,
was-
like,
right,
she
that
was
was-
fed.
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
somebody told her because now all of a sudden it's making her more famous. Like,
Exactly.
oh my God,
Damn.
she
Now
forgot.
It
she-
was publicity.
I'm sure, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm tired of us always having to take the high road. This is why police won't beat the shit out of me. Because I'm gonna get on there and
They
I'm
will.
gonna ask for their head.
They
You know
will
what I'm saying?
beat
Well, they
the
had
shit
in
out of you.
2005, but this is before social media. This is before even Facebook was hot. So, but if I was beaten now, I'm gonna ask for their head on the news. Like, no, I'm tired of us always having to take that. Oh, you know, he's sorry for what he did. I'm sure he was just tired of seeing me on the television.
But I don't.
You sound like a fool.
But it's like she flipped it. She ain't even like she could have came out and said all kind of vile shit.
She
But
should've.
she was just like, you know,
'Cause I'd have got on there
I would have
like-
been more like it's fucked up what he said. But hey, let him back in school. He fucked up.
No,
Like
I wouldn't say
whatever.
that. I just said
I
fuck
would
his
do that.
dreams. I said fuck his dreams, fuck his life. I hope he never plays again. I hope somebody busts him in the arm with a crowbar.
You have to
And
kill
that
him
would've
with
been the end of it.
kindness. Kill him
Y'all
with
go ahead and do it.
kindness.
I'm gonna kill
It's
him with
gonna
it.
Yeah,
make
you gotta kill the
her.
cannon.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna make it makes
It
her
make her
look
look
way
even
better.
better.
It helps her career. F him.
Yeah,
It helps her. So we want to help
Because
her.
she could have been a typical. They could have been like, oh, she already like an angry little black 14-year-old.
But that ain't
Right.
even a typical
But I
man.
will-
What was the last black person you seen mad on television? None of these mothers.
Kanye West.
None of these,
Kanye, yeah.
when Beyonce
all day,
didn't
every
get the Grammy.
First of all,
All day, every
if I was Taylor Swift or Beck, I'd have been like, "How does your mom feel about you doing this?" And that would have shut down the whole conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Yeah,
So
evil.
so this is what I'm like these mothers can't even get on TV and say, "I'm upset at the police for killing my son." They got to go in there and say, justice will be served and love everyone. No, fuck that.
But they don't always
kill these
say that.
police
They don't
officers.
say that.
Fuck this nigga who just called me a hoe on TV, and I hope his dreams are shattered for the rest of his life.
I will
I
say
hope he has to
though.
play in city league softball teams at his job at McDonald's. Fuck
But
him.
she 14 though.
But race aside, like the fact that she's 13 and he's effing in college.
Yeah.
Like
Right, that alone,
you
yeah.
need some help, dude.
He need
like,
help
why are
for
you
real.
doing that?
Racism is alive.
I
and
think
well.
he should at least be.
Where he from?
I think he should be suspended for the
What
season.
school did he go to?
Some school.
I'm gonna tweet him. I'm sure he on Twitter.
What
Yeah,
like
he's on
in-
Twitter.
I'm gonna tweet him
Delaware or
tonight.
something?
People been
Hope his
tweeting.
dreams are
But
shattered.
I think he should have been suspended for like the season or something.
F that.
I ain't gonna
Well,
say kicked out of
he's
school.
going.
I
Chief
wouldn't say
Game.
kicked out
All
of
right,
school.
so moving along. Next, you guys.
Y'all are nice. Y'all are nice.
Damian
black
Lillard.
We new black.
New black. Damian, I'm not a part of the new black. Damian Lillard questions
I got
fans for
Indian.
trying to sell autographed sneakers. So Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers tries to do something nice for his fans. He hoped that they would appreciate his generosity. But so on Monday, he went to a local Foot Locker, gave away 20 pairs of signature shoes. A few hours later on Facebook, one of the people that got the shoes, they posted it a size 10 on sale of $250. Signed
Coming
by
up.
Damian
Come
Lillard.
Right.
What do you
We
think
call
they
it
was gonna do?
scheming up.
Right. So the Facebook user priced the shoes at $250, which is $145 more than the sneakers are listed on Adidas websites. Well, the word got back to Lillard, and he actually sent out a tweet. He said, "So much for trying to do a good deed." And the guy pretty much, it's a lot of tweets going on, but pretty much the guy is just like, you showed up here for publicity purposes. So
It was like 30. He was there for 30.
yeah, you were there
I'm
for
all
like
about
30
that.
minutes for publicity purpose. It's nothing wrong with me taking
You
the
can't,
shoes.
you can't get
I'm
mad
all
at that
about the
dude
hustle.
for selling the shoes.
I'm all about it.
You gave them to
Yeah.
him. He was like, "Hey, fuck it. I don't want these hoes. I'm gonna sell them. Make me a little profit."
I'm all-
You can't
I'm
get
all
Just
mad.
helped him even more because you're trying
Yeah.
to do something, a charitable
Right.
cause or whatever.
I would have put them hoes on eBay and said, "Hey, the highest
Right.
bidder started at
Hell
$250.
yeah.
Come on."
That's it.
But
I sure would've.
you
That's
can't
the
be mad at
Portland
that Dame.
That's the Portland Trail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Damian Lillard.
Oh, okay.
You can't be mad at that. But
I'm all for it. I just sold the shoe too.
I mean, yeah, I'm not. I'm
know
actually
you
not
were.
mad.
Damn right.
I'm
Real
actually
quick.
not
Real
mad
quick.
at all.
I done had a picture of me and him inside the shoe.
this the real
$5
deal.
more. You get
And they
it.
autograph it. And they autograph.
Right.
I got a picture with him and they autograph.
Right.
600.
Me and my mama would have been in line.
All right, y'all. Last thing. So, Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood is slamming Kanye West over his Glastonbury spot. So, Kanye West has been listed as the headliner for a Glastonbury concert. Now, there's been a petition signed by more than 125,000
Last I checked, it was
fans.
60. I'm glad it went up. Go ahead. Carry on.
Of the fans to protest Kanye's petition. I mean, to protest Kanye from being the headliner for the Glastonbury concert. Ronnie Wood says it's bloody ridiculous that Kanye West is the headlining act this year. It he said pisses, but they blanked it out. It pisses me off, so I try not to think about it that much. What do you guys think?
Beyonce is headline. Jay-Z has been on there. I mean, I don't. First of all, okay, I'm about to go back to race
Go.
and be like you. 'Cause I'm like, Rock
This show is
came
all
from us.
about race.
All about race.
Now.
It's tied into
All about
Yeah,
race.
like Rock came from us. I mean, at the end
I
of the
don't
day,
know. You think this was had to do with Kanye being black?
I don't think it has
I
to
don't
be. You know,
necessarily- I don't
honestly,
know.
I don't think
It's just
has to do
hatred
with
for
him
Kanye.
being black.
It
I
has to
think
do
it
with
was.
him being
I think it has to do
annoyed.
more so with the Kanye antics.
They're
Like,
annoyed with
the shit
Kanye.
he did at the Grammys.
'Cause
Because obviously, I think the guy
He said
Ronnie
that he
Woods,
know how to get a crowd going with his curse words and stuff.
I mean, I
Like,
think-
he just hating on Kanye.
the guy Ronnie Woods, I think from Rolling Stones, I think of course because Paul McCartney just did the song with Kanye, so that's kind of why he's even up on Kanye and who Kanye
Yeah, yeah.
is. And so then when Kanye went up and did the shit to Bet, it's
So he
like,
being petty.
I mean,
Right.
I think it's time. I think it's people holding Kanye accountable for his bullshit, and I think that's all it is. People saying, "Hey, you want to continue down this road of being an asshole." Like I like asshole Kanye. I like Kanye who just does not give a shit, but I don't like disrespectful Kanye.
Right.
So I'm all for them holding him accountable for the bullshit that he's spewing out there. Like you saw the fake Anonymous video that Anonymous put out there. Anonymous didn't really do it, but somebody else did it. But it's great. They were like, they went in on the wife, on the baby,
who?
on
Kanye?
Kanye. I mean, for like 10 minutes. Went all the way in. I mean, and it was like, Kanye, this is Anonymous. Da, da, da. And it's a perfect video. If you ever get a chance to check it out, check it out.
I don't think this is holding him accountable, though. I mean, holding him accountable.
I mean, he's losing out on money.
But no, but I think you don't get to come to the Grammys. Like
that would never.
You know, like
that wouldn't happen.
But I think
Chris Brown was banned from the Grammys.
Headlining his Glastonbury tour, it would definitely be him losing out on money. But would it really hurt his?
It's not gonna hurt Kanye. It hurt the
festival.
Because right now, Kanye
it would hurt his pocket, but it would empower other people to say, "Yeah, why haven't we done this?"
Dude hating because Kanye got an album about to come out. Kanye one of the most talked about artists right now, and he's controversial. So they're looking at it like, "Hey, it's a win for us." Fuck what he talking about. And he mad because he got this platform and they're making him the headliner.
I mean, I'm not going. I don't give a shit either way.
I'm not going. I don't either.
I don't even know Glastonbury yet.
Right.
I ain't gonna have a festival.
All right, y'all. So that's it for Hot Topics today, you guys. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back with viewer questions.
Viewer questions.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots. Leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. Leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. I had to come up on a check to get my mind right. Come up on a check to get my mind right. I had to leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. I had to leave.
All right, we're back and still black. So this is all right. Everybody, y'all ready? My favorite part of the show, y'all.
It's probably my favorite too, though.
This is the best part. So viewer questions. Remember, you guys can always send your questions to us. It's tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. Fill us up with all of your problems, and we will try to help you solve. First viewer question says, "Are y'all ready?"
Mm-hmm. Getting in my mind.
I'm thinking about running for community board leader, but my past ain't the best. I'm an outstanding citizen in my neighborhood, but if they look at some of the things I do behind closed doors, they might try to run me up out the damn neighborhood. What should I do?
First of all, if your local neighborhood association is looking that deep
You
into
can't
you,
run for the PTA board.
right? Is looking that deep into you sucking dick on camera. You don't need to live in that neighborhood. I don't need my neighbors being that nosy.
I concur.
True.
I concur.
You running for a community
That's like,
board.
y'all
You ain't running for
remember,
mayor.
y'all remember last week
Mayor.
the naked man in North Carolina that was standing door? That's like him trying to run.
But hey, at least he ain't got nothing to hide though. Hey, it's all out.
See, and
it's like
That's true.
As I always said, one day I definitely want to run for some office. And probably all these all the right. Whichever one gonna give me the most money out of money. So I'm trying to run for office.
like, this is
And I
highest
know
you
I
can
have
go.
way too much bullshit out there that I know is gonna come back. And I'm like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Like I really don't care. You know what I mean? Like I want all my stuff out there. I will put it out there myself. Cause then y'all ain't got shit to hold against me, and then you still see that I'm a good politician.
True that, because all of them got dirt.
They all got it.
I did not
They all got
have
dirt.
sexual
I
relations.
prefer to see it. I prefer to see it. Like Hillary hiding all her emails.
I
I get no shit.
You know
Right.
this shit is gonna be like
That shit.
Christmas when it all come out.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be old freaky.
Because they gonna find
messages
it.
she
You know
sent
they gonna
to
find
Bill.
it. You know they gonna
Right.
find it.
She's
It
talking
ain't gonna be
about- she's
Bill.
talking about, oh, I
It's
deleted
gonna be on
them.
free
Why
days.
you
She said
delete
the
them?
Condoleezza.
Right. Ooh.
Y'all know Hillary ain't like ain't like penises.
All right, so Jerry, what is your advice?
Oh, I think I agree with Darnell. I think just be.
Probably email Brian Williams. I'm
I
sorry.
I think it's like one of those things. Like you beat them to the punch. You know. So if it's
If you
out
just come
there
out and
and
say
you come
what
out
you
and
did,
say it,
yeah.
then it's like, yeah, this is what it is. You ain't got nothing against me. So
I agree. As long as there's no like rape and child pornography and abuse to
Right.
women. Like, but I mean,
Right.
if you had some drug charges, or you sold drugs, you whatever, and you cleaned yourself up. Like, I would rather have somebody
That's
like that
what
that's
the
being
Canadian
honest.
mayor, remember?
Yeah.
Was it
Robert
Ford?
Ford, yeah.
He's talking about he's on crack
I love
or something
him.
like that.
I love him.
But it's
I
better.
love him.
But you know what? A lot of people have those types of issues. They can either pay off the person that can't snitch, or they pay off the snitch that could break the
Shit,
story.
look at Marion
or
Bell.
they-
He got reelected over and over.
Exactly.
Even after he got caught smoking crack with
But I
them.
hate it how
but
when
they-
he died, they just had to put, drug drug mayor dead.
I wasn't opposed to a whole niggas account.
But a lot of people bury shit, or they go to the source and pay them off, or they go and whatever, they bury stories before it can get out. But it's like everybody did shit, everybody whatever.
And at the end of the day, what's done in the dark will come to light.
Exactly. Whatever is done in the dark, this shit always comes out.
Yeah,
That's why people
always.
don't understand it and don't believe it. It always comes out.
It always does. But let's hope not.
So next question. Ooh, somebody got a testimony.
Wow.
So I don't even want to read y'all this first sentence for the next question. I think my mom's a hoe. How do I tell her that, especially since me and my 3-year-old son are living in her house?
Tell her.
And that is it.
Tell her, hey, bitch.
But what's your reasoning for telling her? Is it affecting y'all's living situation? Because if your mama want to get it in, let her get it in.
But they live in her house.
If you're killing your kid or not,
it shouldn't matter.
You living there. Nigga, you better man up and let her
get her
deed up.
Right, damn.
Is that Angie Stone doing?
No, Angie Stone.
Like that
Angie Stone bust her mama teeth out.
She know better.
What came about that?
I heard on the radio that Angie Stone is on like a lineup for a tour coming up. So
she alright.
That's
probably all that was.
Hey, she know better than to say something. Mom, you a whole bitch.
Right.
Grab the jewelry box and knock
Grab
the other
some-
teeth
right.
out. All right, y'all. Those are all the viewer questions we have today. Y'all send them in tacotalktuesday@gmail.com, and we'll be right back to let you guys know what we are obsessed with this week.
Go alone to get my mind right. Leave that Lord, get my mind right. I had to come up on a check to get my mind right. Come up on a check to get my mind right. I had to leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody is on. Shots.
All right, that commercial went a little bit too long. So now we are back to let you guys know what we have been obsessed with this week. So Darnell, go ahead, kick it off. You are
Okay, so I'm
always scared at your obsession,
Right.
But
mine's cool this week, but I'm extremely obsessed with this one meme that's been passing around because I need to know what the hell this man said.
I need to know what.
That made me look at him like that.
I saw the meme when they were like when you get your friend a job interview and he says my name is like Booty Liquor or something like that.
And what I saw was the guy was like, I nominate Muhammad for the next suicide bomber.
Yeah. Right. Got me fucked up. I just got in, my nigga. I just played. Right. I ain't about to go right now.
This dude is funny. Oh my god! But yeah, I'm so obsessed.
I do need to know the conversation.
And I want to know what conversation that
because he's
was.
looking every meme is just something hilarious.
Right.
All right. J. Marie, what is your obsession?
Well, this just happened last night. I'm a musician. I love music, and my grandmother, Patti LaBelle, she's on Dancing with the Stars, and so she did this like salsa dance and stuff with her partner to 50 Cent in the club.
Oh shit!
And it was awesome. She was. Yes, Mama Patty.
Patty, she had a funky chicken.
Right,
She had a drunken love kick.
The big hit.
She did a big right, gave the head bounce up and down.
All right, Patty.
Right.
All right.
To Patty.
I support him.
I just want to be like that when I get that age, you know?
There you
Yes.
go. All right, Bobby,
got the genes.
what are you obsessed with this week?
I gotta take it back, man. I'm just obsessed with this whole Dame Dash. I know Darnell looking at me crazy. I'm still obsessed with that,
still
man.
thinking about
and
that.
it's still on my mind. And he tried to clean. Okay, you guys have to stop taking shit for face value what these rappers and moguls are telling you. Because look what he tried to say after what he said last week.
Now, I wasn't saying that. I was saying if you have a job, like you have to pay the bills, but that pays the bills momentarily.
Right.
So if you have a job, you should, in that moment, also be investing in something that you can pass on to your children.
Right.
You know, so
I mean,
like
just
Saying last,
Now you back.
that ain't what that nigga said last week. Last week he said you got a job, you a bum. How you gonna call a nigga your boss? And you that's like saying You my daddy. Yeah, this my boss. This my daddy. Blah, blah, blah. And now he trying to fix it.
Backtrack.
Yeah, balls. That's like saying your daddy.
Now I'm kind of pissed off because I hate that he made an apology video.
Yeah, it's like he's making an apology. He trying to.
I was for what he said the first time.
See?
I don't like that bullshit right there.
See,
I don't like that.
I agree with what he was saying with teaching your kids this, that, and third, but you can't say if I want to get a legal job to support, like invest in this business on the side or whatever, while I'm working this job and trying to make legal money. You can't fault nobody for that. Now you're trying to say, I didn't say I have a job. You.
Right.
See?
Right.
So kids stay in school,
school.
invest, get
to-
business loans,
Go to black
assignment.
schools, not PWIs.
HU.
Yeah.
Because
Howard University.
you'll be racially profiled. I'm just kidding.
Y'all listening
The
to
real HU.
Prairie View A&M University.
The real HU. Howard.
And don't pay their student loan back.
That's that Dame mentality. Pay your
Right.
fucking student loan.
Right.
Don't fuck up your
Call
credit.
Sally Mae Daddy.
Yeah. He called Sally Mae. He called. Oh, wait a minute. Did y'all see that? No. Did y'all see the tweet like dang dash hashtag?
Oh,
today?
yes. I just got told about that today.
What is that?
I meant to pull some.
We should have pulled some of them.
Damn.
We got to pull some next
So y'all
week.
check those out.
But real quick, so Sally Mae called me last week, and they were like, "Hi, can we speak to Darnell?" I was like, "This is Darnell. When's your birthday? February 17th. What's the last four of your social?" Gave it to him. They was like, "Do we have permission to record this call?" No. And then we sat on the phone for 20 seconds saying, "No." I was like, "Hello." Well, sir, we need permission to record this call. Well, I guess our conversation done. Click. And that was the last time we talked. So they ask you for permission to record the call. Tell
Say
them, or
no.
even, or they, sometimes they don't even ask you. Sometimes they'll just say, "Well, we're going to let you know that this call is being recorded." Say, "I do not give you permission to record the call," and let that be it.
So your credit basically.
Oh, my credit been fucked since I was like 4. But like,
Your parents use your
I
credit.
grew up with them. I was like,
They use your social security.
my phone bill $7,000. I'm 10.
All right, y'all. So for me, I could not decide on what I was obsessed with. So I have two, and I'm gonna go through them both very, very quick. So my first one is this story on. I have two.
No,
y'all can have two, but I have two. So this NFL player, he plays for the Indianapolis Colts. His name is Eric Walden. He's in the news. Bobby Fall Sports. Have you heard the story? So over the past weekend, Eric Walden, he was out with his girlfriend. Now Eric has a baby mama. His kids are about 6 and 8 years old. So Eric and his they're not together. Eric and his new girlfriend, they go home after the date, after dinner and shit is over, because that's what adults do.
Right.
Eric goes into his, I believe it was the garage. His ex
Baby mama.
girl, the baby mama, when they open
Wait.
So they open the door. Erica Palmer's her name. Jumps out. Erica Palmer has a gun and a baseball bat in one hand. So Eric then gets the gun out of her hand. She swings the bat to hit him and breaks the new girlfriend's arm.
What the fuck?
So then Erica flees the scene. And Eric takes the new girl to the hospital. So, okay, take the hospital, get bandaged up. So then after all this shit's done, Eric comes back home.
She there again?
Erica jumps out the woods. And this time, Erica has a knife.
What? Rambo.
So Erica done slapped.
Where the knife came from?
And now she said, "You thought I was out of weapons?" So she done swung and she done cut Eric's arm.
I didn't hear about him being cut, though.
Here's the picture of Erica, and this is also the player. That's Eric. Look at her.
Damn.
That's the baby mama. That's what she
looks-
looks
It looks a
typically.
little
That's
strange.
That's the before. That's the before he got
Her
signed.
eyes.
That child like 10.
That's the
Yeah,
mugshot.
there's something in the
This bitch.
eyes.
So one night she had a knife, a bat, and a gun, and pulled out on him.
What's his relationship like with the child? I feel like
Right.
What's
Is
the
he paying
issue
child
with
support?
that?
Like,
I don't know
what's
those
the
details.
issue?
I just know the story of what
I'm
happened.
looking at her
that
like
night.
she looked crazy
crazy.
since high school.
She was crazy.
He
Right.
fucked her in high school.
In high
She got
school.
pregnant. The coach
Is
couldn't
she-
pay her to get an abortion because that's how y'all football coaches used to do.
Or they get her to go to school. They get her position at
Here's the tip
school.
for y'all out here having sex without condoms. Ugly girls do not get abortions. So
But look, you see her face though. Imagine going home and this bitch jumping out. She got a gun in one hand and a baseball bat. And then, but then look, it's like it ain't over. It's like Jason. Then you come back and she's still there.
You come back like, what a fucking night. She like,
what was the noise she made when she jumped?
Gotcha. Zorro, it's
I need
not
to see the
funny.
new girl.
It's not funny because people were harmed, but the story is so
I
funny.
need to see the new
It's
girl.
Wait a minute.
right,
And
So she
she
sliced him?
She cut him. Yeah, she slashed him.
He didn't see her?
So
He
then,
didn't-
then
he
she,
said nigga in the
she was in the woods the second time.
And see, this is what I call niggas. See, this is when it's okay to use the word nigga.
That's a nigga right there. That's,
Right, and I use it inclusively. Like there are white niggas, like the nigga that called the girl a hoe.
yeah, he,
Oh yeah. So then also my second one, real quick. So have y'all heard the song Trap Queen?
yeah, that's my shit.
I heard the song
bro.
Trap Queen.
Yeah, that's my
So it's
shit.
an Instagram girl out there. I don't know her name, but she put out a little remix to it, and I'm gonna play it for y'all. Y'all have to listen to this. This shit is amazing.
I'll be your trap queen till the police hit the door. And then I'm telling every single thing that I know. There's a gun under the mattress and some crack up in the stove. I don't know this man, we just met 2 hours ago. I'll be your
It's a couple of things you have to analyze about
I need to hear
this
this
video.
song.
Yeah,
I need to hear. I need to hear.
Oh,
That's
so-
my
So
shit.
you haven't heard it. You haven't heard.
I
Trap
haven't heard the
Queen.
real song.
I haven't
That
heard
song
it
go
either.
hard.
I will
though.
play it for you after the show. So if we watch the video, first of all, let's look. She is at work in
yeah.
her office.
Yeah.
What is this background? It looks like she is like working at a real estate
estate
office.
or-
Yeah.
That's
or
exactly
it
what
is
she do.
tax
complex
It's
or
tax
something.
season,
That's
so
exactly
maybe she's
what she
doing
do.
taxes. And she got her little dance, her little choreography going. And then she goes on to say,
She in Woodville, Texas.
I am your...
You wrong for that.
She said, I'll be your trap queen to the police at the door, and I'm telling them everything I know. She then goes to tell him it's a gun under the mattress. And officer,
crack in
by the
the
way,
crack
there's
in the
some crack
stove.
up in the stove.
Yeah.
I don't know this man. We just met. I
hours
have
ago.
watched this
I
thing
love it.
a million
I
times.
love. I
But
just.
she
I
said-
now I can hear the real
But
song.
what's funny is she
Million
said, "I'm your
times.
trap queen until the police are
Until
at the
the
door."
police at the door.
Like she
I
just
love it.
flipped
Like she
on you.
down.
Because that's the real
Until-
story. If y'all watch First 48, that's how it goes.
That's
She
how it
flipped,
goes.
but
She
hey.
didn't even say, I'm just going to be quiet. Like, I
And
don't
she
know
was
shit.
like-
So
she
was
officer, it's a gun under this mattress, and it's some crack up in that stove. I don't know him. We just met 2 hours ago.
Barely.
I'm
You
good
know
at
him barely.
So y'all, that's
Hey.
my obsessions for the week. I couldn't decide, so I picked both. So thank
Stop
you guys for
trusting them.
tuning in again. Taco Talk Tuesday. We're here every week, and you guys let them know where they can find you and what you have coming up.
Okay, Darnell Lamont Walker, thecleverbastard.com. I have, I'm going to Norway. That's what's happening. For
Oh
me.
wow! Woo woo! So J Marie Experience JMarie.com is JMARIE, and I have a show if you're in the LA area at House of Blues on April 11th.
With her full band and background
Full
singer.
Damn!
Give us
I love that.
Give us
Two
a little.
background singers. Give her a run.
Do you see this right
Give us
here?
something.
Do you
Patty.
see this right here?
Patty. Patty.
I love that. Like I love that name of Experience
there we
J
go.
Marie.
Oh, it's a full
like
experience,
I
baby.
get like a whole 50 Shades of Grey thing
Yeah.
from it. Like
Oh.
you know,
What?
some sultry and exotic.
All right.
Get the
Better
rope.
stop, girl. All right. No, stop.
Hey.
What's up on this? No, I was gonna say, stop.
Bobby.
Stop. Look, stop trusting these girls,
Trap
man.
queens.
Stop trusting these trap queens. They not ride or die. They snitching. But anyway, hey, Bobbyrayjr or Bobbyrayjr. Bobbyrayjr, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat too. I do the Snapchat now. And BeyondDapper.com.
It's so much.
It's
I
so
can't
much. Yeah,
keep up
I
with
can't really get it. I like
Yeah, I can't
Instagram. My
do it.
favorite is Instagram, but whatever. I gave in and got Snapchat. BeyondDapper.com. That's it.
And y'all can find me on everything at Jeffro5. Always find me here at Taco Talk Tuesday. We will be back next week with the all new show for you guys. Send us your viewer questions. Send us hot topics you want to hear us talk about. Taco Talk Tuesday at gmail.com. And we will see you guys next week. Peace.
I had to leave that hoe alone to get my mind right.